Continuing our coverage on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as we know, we have Doctor Strange 2, aka Multiverse of Madness, coming out early May. So, we're going to be talking about potential leaks for Doctor Strange 2, the X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Antman 3. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, pop culture-based content we do on the daily. If you could, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. Very much appreciate it. Like the video and comment down below. If you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, just check us out on Instagram, @Warstu. And if you could, follow us on the Twitter sphere. I've got like 40 followers. I do try to respond to everyone over there if you are respectable. So it's Warstu G on Twitter because someone's freaking robbed my handle and I can't get it back. So let's get into the video. So these are potential spoilers, my favorite kind of video to go over, potential leaks. So the second post-credit scene of WandaVision is a prelude to a scene from Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and takes place in Slovakia. Interesting that could be the case. Realistically, when you think about it, because Doctor Strange Benedict was supposed to be in that scene, Mordo will pretend to be Wanda's friend in order to have her as an ally. Wanda will use the Darkhold to resolve some of her personal issues. As we know, Chthon and the Elder God are trying to break through via the Darkhold by using America Chavez and Wanda's powers. Agatha will return as Wanda's counselor. That is a new rumor that no one has spoken about on the tube so far, or I've not been sent it. We will see a team of interdimensional villains in a perfect CGI sequence never seen before in the MCU. I could believe that, actually, because this is going to be groundbreaking according to what everyone is saying. There won't just be one villain. Doctor Strange and Wanda will have to fight off threats from several universes which have collapsed. That does make sense because everything we know. And also the fact the multiverse is crashing based on the ending of Loki and the ending of No Way Home. The biggest responsibility for the villain's plot is Mordo, who would trick Wanda into evoking up Nightmare, but ends up bringing chaos to the multiverse by unleashing interdimensional entities. Okay, that makes sense based on every other thing we've been over. One of the plots of the movie is about the villains wanting to destroy Scarlet Witch because she is the most powerful being in existence. Yeah, pretty much most of this is common knowledge, but it's interesting to go over. White Vision will return in Armor Wars. As we know, White Vision disappeared at the end of WandaVision and hasn't been seen since, which I find very fascinating. So let's continue. Moira will have several lives, and in them she will find out about the few people like her in the current one where she is a scientist. She realizes about the X gene. Charles X will apparently have a journey from an elitist teenager to human rights activist. When he meets Moira, understanding himself as a mutant, recruits some through reports and build the X-Zeta Institute to house those who have been rejected by their family. Kevin Feige demands the film addresses social issues about minorities and the evolution of humanity. It will be revealed that there were mutants before Iron Man, and many had encouraged to assume their powers after Tony Stark revealed himself in 2008, but secret organizations captured these people. The film will take place through the years until it reaches the present day. After the events of Endgame, much of humanity began to hate heroes, and people with powers, and the outbreak of mutants appearing frightens humans. There will be no mention of the X-Men in the film, but Kevin demands that the first line up for combat be based on the first classic comics. Kevin wants the social clash to be focused, so the first antagonistic considered are the Brotherhood of Mutants, where there will be questions assuming their identity to be world or not, and the film ends with humanity aware of the existence of the evolution of Homo superior. Names being considered so far for the cast are Jacob. Okay, the casting list doesn't really matter too much because, let's be honest, it could be anyone. The mutants may not be the official name for the X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I do find that interesting. It does seem pretty generic that Feige allegedly, we say allegedly because we don't know if this is real, wants to address minorities and the evolution of humanity. It is interesting that it always has to link back to Mr. Tony Stark himself. Doesn't want the X-Men because I presume he doesn't want any connection to the Fox X-Men, even though we know they're using a variant of some variation of the X-Men in Doctor Strange 2. It's an interesting way they are going to be going about it, potentially having the first villains being the Brotherhood of Mutants. I say potentially because we don't know if this is true, but I find information about this fascinating. So, huge leak about the Fantastic Four and more. The Fantastic Four will make an appearance in Antman and the Quantum Mania. I do find that pretty cool if that is the case. The film will release shortly after Secret Invasion and will have a connection to the series. The team's first threat will be the Super Warstu. Okay, sorry guys. The secret super scroll I meant. The film will address the origins of the team. This time, Reed Richards is a brilliant scientist from PIM Technologies who found out from Darren Cross about PIM particles and decided to study them. He has his own lab at home and kept his advancements of studies a secret until he discovers the quantum realm and discovers that it is possible to access it through particles and decided to try to go there, developing their own method with the help of Johnny, Susie's brother, Ben Reed's friend in a secret experiment at PIM Technologies. Everything goes wrong and they end up in the quantum realm in 2010, fearing that PIM will find out. Darren hides everything from Hank Pym and erases the data about the event. It all comes to light when Quantum Mania, Scott Lang, Hope Van Dyne have calls from the quantum realm. Now, if this is the case, that is a very cool storyline. That would be pretty freaking sweet if that is the actual case. The original OS4 will be told in the team's own film, making a connection to Quantum Mania. Michael Douglas, Michelle Pfeiffer, Scott Lang, and Janina Lilly will appear in this film. Tom Holland's Spider-Man will also make an appearance. Interesting, seeing as he's taken a break. Victor Von Doom will be in the film as a millionaire scientist friend of Reed, but not yet Dr. Victor Von Doom. Interesting because if the leaks are right about Wakanda, Black Panther 2, he's going to appear in that as well. But I do think Dr. Victor Von Doom should appear in multiple movies. The film is based on the team dealing with a new world, adapting to technologies, whilst the clash between humans and Skrulls is ongoing. I never actually thought, okay, we've got to speak about it like it's real, that a Fantastic Four movie would be to do with the Skrulls, but yeah, that would be cool. At one point, it may be revealed that somewhere in the film, Hank Pym has been replaced by a Skrull in disguise. There will be affirmation and confirmation of existence of the microverse. The film ends with Susie Storm pregnant and Reed found in the Baxter building, which apparently is going to be the Avengers building. Doom's origin will be told on his own Disney Plus series, which we've covered before. Latvia will appear before any events of the Fantastic Four in the MCU. That's pretty damn cool. And again, no point going over the names because casting list. Oh, Jennifer Lawrence is on it. Jordan Fisher's on it. Warstu's on it. Justin Bieber's on it. See what I mean? There's no point going over potential casting for characters because it's kind of pointless because anyone could be on a freaking list until it comes out. And it's like, yeah, he was up for it. He was up for it. It's kind of like how we know that Mr. John Krasinski was up for the Captain America role, but he didn't get it. So it's absolutely freaking pointless. Now, guys, let me know. As you know, we've got to take these politics with a pinch of salt, but I do think parts of the Mutants storyline, if it's real, are pretty cool. Obviously, the Fantastic Four does go on to say that it's leading up to Galactus being the major star of over 10 movies, build up just like they did with Thanos. And I do find the tidbits about Doctor Strange 2, which we haven't been over before. I do think they could be true. I'm not saying they are true, but they could be true. You never know, as we know, guys, with the Tobey and Andrew stuff being real, being confirmed, anything is literally possible in the MCU, and a lot of it does line up, if I'm honest. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Also, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. I'm trying to build a community over there. We've nearly got 40 followers, so we're growing over there fast. But most importantly, become a channel member for 99p. You don't really get any perks, but it tells me that you appreciate the content we do around here. But most importantly, it doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe to the channel, share the video everywhere, like, and keep commenting down below to help the algorithm. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.